Hello everyone, and welcome to a Geek Consortium video. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different board gamer video. Those of you who know, I do Board Gamers, which is basically a Let's Play, but for games like MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh! However, this is one of my major hobbies, Star Wars X-Wing miniatures, and I learned that Wave 10, the preview, was dropped just recently, so I decided to make a video on it. Alright, so let's get down to the main bit. So, it looks like for this new wave of Wave 10 for X-Wing miniatures, we've got Kylo Ren's shuttle, Sabine's TIE Fighter, and the Quad Jumper from The Force Awakens that some of you may or may not have seen. And I've already previewed this, and there are some very interesting cards coming down the line. Alright, so first off we have Sabine's Masterpiece, or Sabine's TIE Fighter, whichever one you want to call it. The title is Sabine's Masterpiece. It's a standard TIE Fighter, but for the Rebels. One thing that I was a little sad that we didn't see was there was no base one that could be flown normally, like no hijacked pilot or something like that. Because that would allow the Rebels to have TIE Swarms, which would be a very interesting meta change. However, since the TIE Fighter is normally just a Imperial ship, they didn't do that, which is both understandable but also a little disappointing, because I wanted to be flying a 8 TIE Swarm with these fun little guys. Alright, so now on to the title that was shown, Sabine's Masterpiece. It's a TIE Fighter only title with Rebels as well, so you can't put this on an Imperial one. So your upgrade bar gains a crew slot and an illicit slot. The illicit slot, since it is Sabine, I can see, and the crew slot, I believe, is because Zeb and Ezra were flying the ship together by themselves, and one was kind of like the pilot and one was a crew. Alright, so on to the next one, which is Kylo Ren's shuttle. The big one I want to see for this one is that the wings can slide up and down like they do in the movies. That's one thing I want to see. But it also looks like there's a new type of card, which is this. And we'll get to that in a moment. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of upgrade cards you can put on this thing. Looks like it has 2 crew slots, so you can put the Emperor on. And unlike the shuttle, the Lambda shuttle, it has a elite pilot talent slot. So looks like we can get some very interesting combinations out of this ship. Right, so the Kylo Ren card that was given is, it allows you to assign the new type of card, the condition card, which is what I showed earlier. It allows you to put that on, and it says, action, assign the I'll show you the dark side condition card to an enemy ship at range 1 to 3. Now this I thought was an interesting tweak to the game. I'll show you the dark side. When this card is assigned, if it is not already in play, the player who assigned it searches the damage deck for one card with the pilot trait and may place it on this card, then shuffle the damage deck. When you suffer critical damage during an attack, you are instead dealt the chosen face-up damage card. When there is no damage card on this card, remove it. Alright, so I thought this was a very interesting idea, because this is brand new, totally new, but this is wave number 10, a big milestone for the game. I've been following it since wave 1, and this is going to change up the meta a lot. Hopefully this will make it so that U-boats are not as dominant as they are, but that's the wave 9 killer that recently came, that is going to be coming out here in the next 3 weeks or so. Alright, so you can pause here to read the different rules for the condition card. but I'm just gonna skip over it because I don't want to read all this. Alright, so finally we have the quad jumper. So the quad jumper looks like it's gonna have some tractor beams, and is also gonna be a semi-bulky ship. But for the price that I can see, it is going to be definitely more of a support ship than an attack ship. Though it does look like we get some new crews, as well as it possibly having a condition card, as you can see right around here. Alright, so let's get into Unkar Plut, the crew that was shown. Scum only, after executing a maneuver that causes you to overlap an enemy ship, you may suffer 1 damage to perform 1 action. I think this with Gunk Droid could be a very interesting combination, especially if you run it on like a ship that's meant to run into people. I mean, if you could put this onto, say, Chopper or Arvel, it would be very interesting, but you can't put it onto Arvel because no crew slot, and since it's Scum only, you can't put it onto Chopper, the pilot. But that would be a very interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see how this card changes the game, or if it even changes it at all. I don't think it will, but it's still good to see it, and I will admit, all of the new waves that I've seen for this wave, new cards, I like the art, and it's going to be interesting to see how this affects the game. Alright, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a thumbs up, and also please leave a subscribe and maybe even a comment.